Assalamualaikum and a good day to all. My name is ZULAIKA. Today we will present about the effect of pandemic COVID-19 to the AIRASIA company. First, I want to introduce my group member, Nurul Atikah, me ZULAIKA, TUAN NURAIDA, ATHIRAH, Nurul SYUHADA, and Siti AISYAH. Now we will start with introduction. AIRASIA was established in 1993 and began operation on 18 November 1996. The company is the first airline in Asia to introduce online ticket booking using SMS. The company operates domestic and international flights on Asia's largest tariff. AirAsia also introduced many incentives to encourage more consumers to use its flight service. At first, this airline introduced the company of TUAN Air Sendirian Berhad. On June 2004, this type of company was changed from a private company to a public company under the name Asia Berhad. The slogan "Now everyone can fly" is in line with AirAsia Berhad's market segment.
Factor of production. Factor of production, the input need for creating a good of service, and the factor of production include labor, entrepreneurship, and capital. First, labor as a factor. Labor refers to human, mental, and physical contribution to produce good and service. Second is capital as a factor. Capital includes all tools, machinery, and equipment used to produce consumer good and service. Lastly is entrepreneurship as a factor. Entrepreneurship is the secret sauce that combines all the other factors of production into a product or service for the consumer market. An example, we have met many people who are inspired by the A story and dream of making their own impact.
For scarcity of AirAsia, in the first quarter 2020, AirAsia made a net loss of 803,085 cents compared to a net profit of 96,009 cents in the same quarter last year. This is because, as a result of travel restriction and border controls issued by several governments, demand for air travel fell in February and March 2020. For choice, AirAsia understands the unstable situation caused by the COVID-19 outbreak, as well as the impact it has on its passengers' travel plans. As a result, all affected passengers have the flexibility to convert the value of fares paid for your current flight booking to a credit account that can be redeemed for new flight bookings within 730 calendar days, or change your flight date to a new date at no extra charge before November 30, 2021. Lastly, opportunity cost. After embracing new opportunities such as accelerating its digital transformation, AirAsia Group is recovering from the impact of the COVID-19 epidemic. The group sees the current situation as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to restructure its business and begin focusing on ASEAN, including cost-cutting and ending unbalanced transactions. With the flawless operation of digital platforms such as applications, financial technology, and the food industry, AirAsia is now on the edge of a challenge and is looking forward to the introduction of different freshly research enterprise. The company also intends to create an air taxi service within the next year, and as half with a pilot and 4 seats. For the time being, we have a team working on it.
Demand. Demand is an economic principle referring to a consumer desire to purchase goods and service and willingness to pay a price a specific good or service. Table 1 shows as demand the COVID-19 is on the work schedule for passenger traffic for years 2017 to 2022. A demand curve price indicates the item price per unit. The quantity request on the horizontal axis is always valid for a specific time period. The overall reduction of 50% of seats offered by airlines.
The law of supply, which states that price and amount delivered are directly related ceteris paribus, is visually represented by an upward sloping supply curve. In the most basic of economy terms, for example, airline fares are set based on a supply curve and a demand curve. Airlines usually have their level of supply under their control, and it's generally understood that when they want to simulate demand to fill capacity, they reduce fare.
Next, I will tell you about equilibrium for company AIRASIA Sdn Bhd. As you can see, the equilibrium price P is the same as the quantity Q, indicating that buyers and sellers are willing to buy the same amount. Customers are eager to buy AirAsia flight tickets regardless of how many they offer to sell or pre-book, because airline tickets are a necessity for us, such as outstation firms. They travel all over the world to complete projects, presentations, meetings, or arrangements made by the company to be used in another country's headquarters.
In February and March 2020, AISYAH Group reported a loss of 804 million in the first quarter. That an upward profit for 96 million for the same period last year. AISYAH suffered the loss due to declined demand for air travel due to the coronavirus pandemic. Malaysia and Philippines experienced capacity reduce of 17% and 1% as domestic and international routes were discontinued in mid-March.
Okay, hi, my name is Aisyah. Okay, for next slide is type of firm. Okay, a firm typically excludes the sole proprietorship business. It generally refers to a for-profit business managed by two or more partners providing professional service, such as AIRASIA Sdn Bhd. Okay, the models in the Asia airline industry have two main business, such as traditional self-service carriers, low-cost carriers, and charter carriers. These companies are said to make up the Asia Airlines industry, which is also regarded as a subsector of the aviation sector and the wider travel industry. Okay, the type of firm in AirAsia Sdn Bhd, it refers to companies that offer a transport service to paying customers, whereas the aviation industry includes all aviation-related business. There have three types of firms in Asia Airlines, such as International Asia Airlines and Regional Asia Airlines. In International Airlines, it's the largest of the group and the high-profile and most successful airlines in Asia, and the Regional Asia Airlines is the smallest and have three main types and focus on offering service.
I am Nurul Atikah. We'll continue the next slide. The slide I am going to present is about company competition. On the slide display, we can see some competitors to the AIRASIA company. Before, let's take a look at some of the things that are found in AIRASIA and Firefly companies. In terms of price, show reasonable price. In terms of AIRASIA promotion, show more great promotion than Firefly. In terms of place, both show a strategic place. In terms of AIRASIA and Firefly product and service indicate their respective disadvantage and advantages. After that, the next slide, fund opportunities. AIRASIA shows that the company is on the road to recovery. AIRASIA is confident that will be continue to chart stronger growth in the coming months and well into 2021. AISYAH Malaysia has been a 36% increase in passenger. First is flying confidence has been restored. AISYAH is already seen strong sign of recovery in our key domestic market where there is much pent-up demands. The general outlook is that air travel recovery quickly. We expect many routes across the group to the return pre-pandemic level by mid-2021. If not sooner, we can guarantee you that aircraft cabins are currently among the cleanest and sanitary locations on the planet, with virtually little danger of infection for passengers and crew. Second is concentrate on trip bubbles. A comprehensive network and flight optimization strategy has been adopted across the network, laying the groundwork for a long and prosperous future. We keep an eye on our network to make sure we are flying to the most popular and profitable routes. Our brand and footholds are strongest in ASEAN, so that will be our immediate priority. The most important lesson we have learned is that people have to stay supportive of our brand even during the pandemic. Next, third is a game-changing digital pivot. The pandemic provided AISYAH with an opportunity to accelerate its Super App project, which has been in the works for 3 years. COVID-19 has sparked the worst aviation crisis in history, with many airlines, including AISYAH, temporarily suspending their entire flights. AirAsia has successfully pivoted from just an airline into one-stop travel and lifestyle platform. Fourth is never throw away a crisis. The team has been working extra hard during the travel downtime to come up with product assessments and developments that will make flying not only safe and affordable, but also more seamless. For ASEA, the growth of our digital and non-airlines revenue business divisions is a game changer.
In conclusion, AISYAH, following the Malaysian government announcement that National Recovery Plan (NRP) would be launched, for the example, the government directed every airline company to check the passenger of critical SOP on a regular basis though, or the alternate communication channels such as reminding airport visitors to update their current health status on the MySejahtera apps before scanning the QR code and entering the terminal. Furthermore, the traveller catching a flight will be required to present an additional supporting travel documentation, such as government-issued travel permits and swab test results for the overseas passenger at the terminal entry. The terminals, access and department ports have also been confined to the single points managed by Airport Aviation Security Section, which conduct the first screening and only enables passengers with low risk profile on MySejahtera to enter the terminal. Next, AISYAH has made a check-in via the AISYAH Super Apps extension for the all guests as a part of COVID-19 mitigation strategy to create the safety of the guests and personnel. All the guests are encouraged to download and use the AISYAH Super Apps, which is only all-in-one apps.